toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense takes the field to start this game off. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Let's talk about Alabama. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. for a crease to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D-lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force? Breaks into the open. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
Oh, and you hear this stadium erupting. This crowd at home, they're just waiting to feed off of an explosive play. And they get one right there from their quarterback, doing a tremendous job.
Touchdown, South Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air, it's Simpson. It's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 28. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Grab behind the line. It's Horton. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. He'll pull it down. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That's caught. It's Bennett. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Complete downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in his offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The give on the counter. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline, because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
The Gamecocks are on the move. They'll ride the hot hand. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on
throws toward the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They go to the draw. Oh, he's got a chance. Past the first down marker and still running. There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Caught near the sticks. It's Harbor. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
With the catch, it's Smith. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed. And
he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes that Alabama offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a...
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Turns it on in midfield. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
And the returner goes down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The noise level is relentless here on second down. They'll give it to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Alabama will get the first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Hauls it in. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. To throw, it's Simpson. He's got his man. Touchdown Tide! And the comeback is on.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He'll do it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. Runs through a tackle. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Setting up the screen. Across the 45. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Finds his tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden They get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Horton.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Touchdown, Bama! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
And such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down. What a clutch play in the fourth quarter.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the air on third and short. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back.
Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Off-play action on first down. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
He's got an open man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Simpson. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Escapes the sack. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. So he gets his own fumble back, but not enough for the first down, so they'll have to give up the ball. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Alabama! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Right back to the well. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Sellers. Under fire. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Gets away from one, he's got space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finding an escape route. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Rush is on him. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the 1st down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable, so great job getting out of bounds.
He rifles one deep down the right side. Almost Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.